Good morning. What an amazing weekend, you guys. I'm blown away by what happened on Friday. As many of you saw, the glorious show that Mother Earth put on, right? In the sun. Wow. I hope you guys all had an amazing Mother's Day. We stuck around the house and my mom came over. She was on her own because my dad and my uncles had to go to Montana for a funeral. My lovely uncle lost his wife, unfortunately, after a long battle with some health issues. So they're putting her to rest. So my energy is going to them. So we had my mom come over because she was on her own, and we played some board games and had Chinese food, and then of course had to have dessert, so we went and had salt and straw, which is, oh my gosh, it's always so yummy. And my favorite is the caramel ribbon. So good. Okay, so Friday, oh my goodness, so many of you I'm sure saw the light show. And I honestly was like, this is probably not going to happen. I think it was like 10 o'clock and I decided before we were going to get ready for bed, I'd just go outside and see what was going on. And so I went out front and looked north, and with my eyes, I couldn't see anything. And then luckily, I remembered my friend saying that she had heard to look through your phone because your phone and the cameras can pick up the lights that a human eye can't. And I looked through my phone, and of course, this was there. And I ran back inside and was like, guys, come out quick. Come look. This is what you can see through your camera. Come outside. And a little bit of me was like, I want someone else to go look to make sure that I'm not hallucinating and that there's something weird, not going on with my camera in my phone. And so Jared went out, and then he came back in, and it had gotten even stronger. And he was like, let's go. And so this huge adrenaline rush hit me. And I'm like trying to like gather my camera gear and my tripod and make sure like I've got batteries, and like I'm like almost shaking with excitement, and run outside, and like this is what it's doing. Okay, you guys, look. Oh, you can actually kind of see like a band over with the camera.
Yeah,
we're gonna go somewhere.
Go west.
Yeah, or north.
We need to get west, away from the lights.
Okay. And so then we decide to head west, because just a little bit further west it gets darker. It's farm country, not much further up the road from us. And so we decided to head west to get a little bit darker and see if we could get like a bigger view. And we found this little side road that there was a pasture, and so it was just a fabulous clear view to the north. And when we got there, you could see with your eyes, not as bright of colors, but you could see something was going on. I could see distant like ribbons happening. And so then I set up my camera, which is interesting, setting it up in the dark, because I hadn't really anticipated this actually happening. I hadn't like preset the settings or figured out what I needed to do. So we're fumbling around in the dark, trying not to like ruin our night vision completely, and finally get set up. And we probably spent 2 hours out there just watching the sky. And oh my gosh, there's nothing to remind you how small you are and how enormous the universe is by watching the Aurora Borealis. It just makes you feel so connected to everything around you. It was spectacularly beautiful. And these are the pictures that I got from that night. Enjoy. Okay, you guys, here they are. I was so happy with how these came out, the beams that you could see. And really the only adjustments I made in the editing was just to darken that background a little bit to let the light come through. And that's like all I have done. It was just amazing colors. So I hope you guys had as an amazing experience as we did. There was definitely some moments of frustration that we were kind of getting a little bickery at each other because we were trying to fumble in the dark, and we were getting frustrated with and the adrenaline of move faster, we got to get the pictures. You'll also notice that if you look closely, if you go back, there's this ring that's happening in the center of all of my photos. And I didn't see it until I got them into my editing software and got the pictures in the computer. And we were like, what on earth is that? It looks like these concentric rings. And they're only on my Aurora photos. At first I was like, is there something wrong with the lens? What is happening? And it took a little bit of research because Jared, who is very tech savvy, has I have never seen something like that before. I don't know what that is. Clearly something happening with the light from the Aurora with my camera. And come to find out, all of a sudden he turns to me and goes, do you have a UV filter on that lens that you were using? And I was like, yeah, I do. That it just stays on there all the time to protect my lens. And he was like, oh, looks like it's something that happens with a UV filter with the light of the Aurora. It's like a phenomenon that only that happens with auroras, trying to take long exposure images, because some of those images were 30-second exposures. So that's what that is. And that's okay. I mean, these pictures are mostly just for me. And it's kind of cool to know that phenomenon seems to happen with just long exposures with the Aurora. So it's kind of a fun story to go along with the photos. I was really hoping Saturday night that something was going to happen because I had prepped the camera, taken the UV filter off. I was ready to go, had all my settings that I wanted. And of course, nothing happened. But hopefully, if I'm ever able to see it again in that glorious of a state, that I will now know, and all of you will know, take the UV filter off of your lens. So it's okay though. Like I said, those pictures are just for me. Oh my gosh, I just feel so happy and ready to start the week. It was a really good pick-me-up and reminder that what we are a part of, and it's pretty awesome. So you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.